If you want to be able to influence others, seek first to understand, then to be understood. How much would we trust a doctor who very quickly gave a diagnosis without having really listened to us at all? How helpful would it be for an optician to merely hand us his own glasses, claiming that since he can see fine with them, they should work for us too? Though most of us might be critical of such behavior, we actually behave very similarly in everyday life, particularly in conversations with others. We don't really listen, understand, formulate our responses extremely quickly. We tend to project ourselves onto the other person and look for solutions we can prescribe for them. In general, such advice is seldom well received, since we are only likely to trust the judgment of another if we feel they really understand our situation. If you want to be good with people and be respected as a listener and as an imparter of advice, you need to develop the skill of empathetic listening. This in itself necessitates a change of paradigm. Not "I'm listening so that I can provide an answer," but rather "I'm listening so that I can really understand the person next to me." Empathetic listening means active listening, repeating back to the person what they've said in your own words, mirroring their emotions and helping them to structure their own thought process. It takes time and effort to master these skills in the beginning, but the rewards will be numerous later on. If you learn to listen in a truly empathetic way, you will notice that many people are quite prepared to open up and consider your opinions and advice. They merely require a good, appreciative listener to be able to do so. Most people are shaped by the win-lose paradigm. They see every situation as a competition, and others as competitors in the battle for the biggest slice of the cake. The majority of situations in life, however, don't need to be a competition. There is usually enough cake for everyone, and it is far better when all parties work towards a win-win solution. Because the major disadvantages of a win-lose mentality is that when two people of this mentality come up against each other, the situation more often than not becomes a lose-lose one. Both parties lose. Furthermore, it is impossible for a positive relationship to form between two people who are constantly in competition with each other. Being able to build lots of positive relationships with different people is, by contrast, one of the major benefits of the win-win way of thinking. The ability to form good relationships with others is a real asset and the basis of true effectiveness. The win-win mentality is one which always strives to find a solution which is desirable to all parties. It requires a change in thinking from "I need to make sure I get my piece of cake" to "there is enough cake there for everyone." This means that it is necessary to keep negotiating and communicating until a solution is found which is desirable to all parties. This is not an easy task to do and requires both sensitivity and patience. The result, however, is a lasting positive relationship and the creation of mutual trust, from which both parties can profit.